This is gonna be one long day, so let's get it started, shall we? Come to think of it, this is quite a lot to take on an empty stomach, so let's remedy that first. So you guys, my fixation lately has literally been to make these little breakfast smoothies, which are actually made so easy because I dump in these acai packs that I get from Costco. I personally much prefer to have it in like a drink form. I just dump in one of these packets, which are great because they're already frozen. So they also act as ice. I personally love banana smoothies. Plus the potassium is great for you. So one whole banana in there. And as much as I'm somebody who does love vegetables, always an easy way to get some greens is to add some greens powder. And then for my liquid, I just like to go in with almond milk because it's just a little easier on my stomach than regular milk. Just pop the lid on there and blend away. And that is it. The color doesn't look the prettiest, but I promise this banana smoothie is actually so good and super filling too. Let's do a little taste test. That is just so good. Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually gonna be a little follow-up to my last thrift with me. We thrifted for so much home decor that I wanna add into the space to kind of like warm it up, but at the same time, just give it more of a springy feel. I feel like there's so many elements of this home that are just lacking character, which the best way to always add character is to add some thrifted pieces. My shelves are looking oh so sad. Like one single plant, some random bowls, like no decor whatsoever. This could use an update as well, and I really need to update my coffee station because I truly feel like there's a way to make this a bit more practical so that I don't constantly always have to open this drawer. Maybe we can display some of our matcha stuff and coffee stuff here. And there's so many other little nooks and crannies in the house that we are going to be decorating with all of these incredible thrifted finds that we picked up in the store. But not only that, I actually went ahead and shopped so much new decor for our outdoor patio. Our part one of our patio makeover, we got the space looking so good, but obviously super plain. I took a lot of your guys' advice and we got some new patio furniture that I'm gonna unbox with you and some fun decor to like add some color and life back into the outdoor backyard. So much good stuff that we're going to design today because I also have to grab some Instagram content for some sponsored reels I've got to do, including a really fun collaboration that I'm doing on Instagram with Mackenzie Child, who have actually just released the most beautiful launch of their checker print homeware. They sent me so much green checkered patterns. They want to see how I can like style it within the house, and they sent me a ton of stuff. For this entire collection, I'm going to be styling in this video as well because I'm already going to be shooting it for Instagram, so why not share it with you guys too? Man, that was a long introduction, but I think we should go ahead and start off with our thrifted items. Let me unwrap everything that I got, show you kind of like how I clean it up and prep it to be ready for decorating, and then I guess we'll move on to the fun part. So follow along with me on what I would call is the ultimate spring decorate with me. But holy cow, I'm just looking at this and like admiring and appreciating all the uniqueness and character and charm of every single one of these pieces. I mean, even a pile of it just looks good, so I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like actually decorated in my home. So let me make the most of it. I'm gonna clean up all of these items, make sure that there's absolutely no grime on them, remove all the little sticker residue, and some of these really do need like a nice buff and shine, so let me show you how I do that.
Okay, so getting to cleaning all these pieces. If it's anything that is ceramic or dishware, honestly, I just put them in the dishwasher after removing the stickers and it sanitizes them that way. So I'm gonna clean up my sink super well, and then I'm just gonna fill that with some hot water. I throw in a little bit of a mild cleaning solution and I add in all the wood items in there. You do run a little bit of a risk that some of the wood may change color, but there is a way to remedy that I'll show you in a minute. So after soaping them off, I give them a little bit of a scrub and rinse them to dry off.
Alright babes, it's actually a little while later and I changed my outfit because as I mentioned, I'm like simultaneously going to be filming a reel, and I'm filming 2 reels actually, so you know, outfit changes makes it seem like it's on different days. But it's been a little bit and all my thrift finds are now currently dried up. There are a couple little adjustments that we are going to have to do, a few that I'll take you along with. And I also went ahead and washed up our entire Mackenzie Child's collection that I'm going to be showing in today's video too. I mean, just take a look at how freaking beautiful this color is. I'm telling you, this emerald check paired with these brown accents is gonna be so beautiful together, and it's really gonna be the perfect mix of old and new, which I think is honestly the best combination for when decorating your home. Having pieces that have a ton of character along with some newer items truly creates that perfect balance of an aesthetic home. Okay, so on to what I would say is kind of restoring a couple of these pieces, because the thing is with thrifted items, especially wood items, when you go ahead and wash them, you do have to really be careful. I want to get out all the germs and stains, but on the other hand, wood needs to be treated with love. So sometimes after after you wash it, the soap does dry it out. And even though all of our water splotches on this tray are gone, I do feel like we can make the wood look a little bit more even. And the way to do that is actually with this. This is Old English Nourishing Mineral Oil. I basically am gonna go with a little washcloth and just rub it all over. It protects and restores damaged wood and hopefully will give it a nice even coating to just make it look a bit more lively. Let's test it on the backside first, just in case. Yep, this stuff works like a charm. Okay, at this point, this is where we're at. Basically, our restored wood right now is drying and I need that to finish drying in order for me to be able to like place stuff on it. Because as you know, that tray, I wanted to go on my new coffee station. And the girls are actually gonna be home any minute. They do have an early day today. So I wanna go ahead and spend a little bit of quality time with them. But before that, I felt that as a good first step, we should go and start with a clean slate. I don't know, there's something about makeovers. It is so refreshing when you just have a blank canvas to start with. And that's exactly what I want. So everything that I currently have on my shelves already, I'm gonna be removing. We're gonna place it off on a different table, as well as all the new decor that we got, and we're gonna just spread it out. I need to like visually see everything we have to work with before I decide where exactly I want it. And then once it's all empty comes the fun part of putting it all together. Okay, Aaliyah's home with us right now. She had an appointment today, so we had to pick her up a little bit early. But guys, I wanted to regard this wall right over here. I like need to add the wall molding still. It's just so hard when you have so many makeovers going on to prioritize what to do first. I kind of want to do my office first, but then I also kind of want to do the wall moldings first. Maybe you guys can help me out. Comment down below. In the next vlog, would you rather see me attempt to do all the wall moldings here and do the wall decor? Or would you like me to get started on my office makeover first? Because that is a completely empty room and we're going to be starting it from scratch. So comment down below which of the makeovers you want to see first. Aaliyah has the best thrifted wardrobe. I actually bought something for the kitchen and you're matching!
That is so beautiful.
The girl loves oranges, so maybe we should keep all your oranges in here?
Also blueberry, because it's matching.
Oh, because it's blue, we should put blueberries in here? You are so smart, my little designer. Nice! Oh, it's perfect! I like to usually keep the table open and like exposed wood, but I feel like during the spring and summer, I want to add more color into the space. So this little $3 pink tablecloth that we thrifted is kind of the perfect solution. I love all this ruffle texture. Like I said, Aaliyah came home a little bit early today, so we're gonna go in and do a little IXL learning session. IXL is an amazing online learning program that offers an incredible curriculum for kids from pre-K all the way until grade 12. On IXL, you're gonna be able to see that they can practice everything from math to language arts, sciences, social studies, oh, and Spanish too. But everything is done in a more fun way. For example, right now she's practicing counting, but she's doing it through images rather than just shapes or colors.
Put 4 bees in the picture.
4, yeah. Which just makes it so much more interactive and enjoyable for her to learn.
Put 7 birds in the picture.
7?
Mm-hmm. Woo! You go, girl! Every time she gets a question right, she does this like little excited dance and I love to see it.
What is at the top?
What animal is this one?
Zebra.
It's a zebra, you're right. So which one is on the top?
The zebra.
We did it! We did it! We are currently working on Aaliyah's uppercase letters.
Find the letter J.
So where is it over here?
Imitate.
Yeah. Aaliyah, you finished the level! Good
Can
job!
I see one more?
You want to do again? It's just so exciting to think that in just a couple of months, Naomi's going to be just as old as Aaliyah was when we first started IXL. And I'm definitely going to be sitting down and doing it with Naomi as well because I truly feel like IXL has helped Aaliyah's progress so much, especially now heading into pre-K. All of her teachers tell me that she is so advanced in her classes and I definitely owe a lot of it to this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave IXL link down below if you guys want to try it out for yourself. You can actually get 25% off your first month or your first year depending on what you decide to sign up for. I always recommend just try it out for a month, see how you like it, see how your child is interacting with it. I mean, at this point, I'm just supervising. This girl's got this learning thing down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See what I mean?
Mommy, I love you.
I love you too. Alright, so I am now surrounded by all the things that I've been thrifting lately, and guys, we have so much to work with. As you know, I do have a couple of new items from Mackenzie Child, so I went ahead and already filled a lot of the canisters with certain items that I knew I wanted to have in them, like my Nespresso pods, flour, rice, pantry staples, including some of the thrifted items that we picked up. Remember this little glass mushroom jar? I just filled it up with some raw cane sugar. And basically, here is my train of thought. I have decided to kind of group everything in little sections in colorways that work for where I want to style it. So I have a bunch of little items grouped that I think would like look really good together. And what I think it is that helps your kitchen look cohesive is to kind of stick within a color scheme. So me specifically, I'm doing very earthy tones in the kitchen. So that's a lot of greens, a lot of browns, a lot of like raw materials. So lots of darker woods as well. Pops of green, I already know that I wanted to add into the space, especially because they will look so good with all of the plants that I'm going to be adding in here. So I did try to be as cohesive as I could. That being said, you guys do remember on the past thrift trip, I did thrift a lot of items that I really love, like this piece right here, for example, but it is blue. It doesn't mean I'm not going to style it, but I'm going to save it for another section of the kitchen, which is probably going to be our eating area, because I just don't want to integrate too many colors into the mix so that it's still going to look really easy on the eye. All right, before getting started, here's kind of what our kitchen is looking like. I've got mainly 3 areas that I really want to style over here, but we got these 2 shelves off of the side. We've got the 3 shelf area, this blank wall that definitely needs some help, and of course our main kitchen utensil section by the stove. So I actually decided to do a major change. I don't know if you guys remember, but these 2 shelves right here actually used to be my little coffee corner. It's where I would make all of my little coffee drinks every day, but I just felt like it wasn't as practical, and I have so many coffee accessories, and I really wanted to go ahead and try to move it to this corner section instead, especially because it is a corner. I feel like the Nespresso machine nestles so well into here, and it gives me a lot more counter space to work with, plus all of these shelves that we can use for our coffee accessories. And then now for this area, instead of having it be a coffee station, I actually put my KitchenAid right here, and I'm gonna make this my little baking corner. A lot of people say that shelves are really useless in a kitchen. I actually think that you could definitely make them beautiful and decorative, but still practical as well. So knowing I'm gonna be doing a lot of baking here, I'm planning to add canisters filled with flour, sugar, maybe some measuring cups, some mixing bowls, anything I would want to use on hand in a baking area. I can have it easily to grab on hand here. So we already know that I have all these shelves that I want to decorate, but there's a certain wall that a lot of you guys have pointed out definitely needs a little something, and that is that wall right over here. As you guys can tell, in order to have symmetry in our kitchen, we decided to do 2 upper cabinets in this area and none on this wall, because what I didn't want is for you, when you're standing right over here, like if you would have cabinets right here, it basically would cover a lot of the shelves, which is not what I wanted. But I do agree that this wall right here does feel really blank, but I want to use this wall as a decorative opportunity. So I was browsing Pinterest and I came along a really good idea, which would be to add a gold kitchen rail. These rails, not only are they pretty, but they can definitely be functional as well. You can use it to hang a bunch of your stuff, things like coffee cups or tea towels, even like nice decorative baskets, pots and pans too if you need the extra storage. And I was actually able to find a really affordable gold rail from IKEA. I just went ahead and put it together. This is what it looks like. What I was thinking is to go ahead and kind of line it up maybe with the shelf or right over here between the shelves, and kind of have it as something that will allow us to hang a few items up there, and then we can also get creative with what we go to decorate over top of it. So I'm just gonna go and mount it to the wall right now, and then once that's ready, I have the little hooks that we can use to add some stuff onto it. Okay, yay, I am so happy that finally we have this wall that is not blank anymore. And I definitely feel like these plates and the colorways kind of help me see how I want to put the items together. Definitely some mugs over here. We're gonna have the tray here with all of our everyday essentials, some more cups over there maybe. And just because we've got so much to get through, I'm gonna do a mix of like voiceovers and montages for this, because all you guys really need to see is how it comes together. But the one thing I did want to mention is the vase that we are actually gonna be using for our coffee station. Guys, just take a look at how gorgeous this wooden board it turned out after I cleaned it up and oiled it out. It looks so freaking expensive. I can't believe that this was just $7. You don't see any of the water stains anymore, no scratches at all. Truly, this is the ultimate hack to restore any wood from the thrift store. And now we've got a perfect base to get to styling. So I've got these green cups over here that tie in so well with this green plate. But then I also have these thrifted pink glasses, which I love so much, that tie really well in with the pink of this plate. So I think adding the combination of the two will be perfect. The only thing is, even though I put these in the dishwasher, you can actually see that they have some permanent marker on them. So I actually just go in with some acetone and that cleans that permanent marker right up. See this outlet over here? I really want to go ahead and cover it. And something I've actually been seeing so much on Pinterest is people using like little dish rags on their wire racks. So I have this one, which is literally just a scrap piece of fabric that's been cut, but I love the texture and the pattern. So I'm gonna hook it on just like that. It helps hide the outlet, plus it will tie in really perfectly with our brown tray. We are off to such a good start already. I love the little coffee corner. I feel like all it needs right now is some accent coffee related touches to the shelves. So I think this would be actually a perfect opportunity to add in the tree mug that we found. We thrifted this one. It was like literally brand new. It has the spindle legs, which gives it such a vintage touch. Whenever you are styling shelves, you want to keep in mind that you are going to style some items in threes, and you always want to try to find some pieces that have more height and are taller than some other items. So this one I actually feel like is a perfect height to go right over there. So I'm gonna stack it up with some of my favorite cups, and then we're gonna add in some other little accessories. Like, remember this jar that we thrifted? I filled it up with some coffee beans, and I think it looks so pretty and practical too. You guys, I can't believe it. I finally have the perfectly styled kitchen of my dreams. Every little nook of this place I am so obsessed with. And we're at a point that I finally feel like this kitchen has so much more character going on, so much more life too. Obviously, we've got a lot of touches of green over here, but my two favorite corners definitely have to be number one, my coffee station, of course. Adding a lamp here was a must. Everyone's been doing it lately, and so many of the photos truly give off such a cozy vibe when you've got a little lamp here with a yellow hue. Having the coffee area be here is so much more practical than that space because I just have so much more counter room to work with. This was always a dead corner anyway, so propping up the Nespresso back there was perfect. And all my essentials are right here. We've got my matcha, my sugar too, as well as all my little pods, and some of my favorite coffee cups displayed on this metal rack, as well as on the wooden rack that we thrifted. You can definitely see that I tried to stick within a color scheme with all the woods, the greens, and then the touches of pinks, earth tones. That's exactly what I was going for in this space, and it worked out so well. I especially have to say the plate wall was a perfect accent. I love the combination of these three right here. I do feel like I want to swap out this frame for maybe something that is gold but circular, just so it ties in a little bit better. So on a future thrift list. And then we've got the baking section. What I love here is that it's actually practical. I have my KitchenAid, as well as over here my flour in the big canister, and once these croissants are done, I'm gonna fill this up with the sugar that I use to bake my bread as well, so that everything is here and on hand. And what I have not done yet, stay tuned for a future vlog, I'm gonna make sure to switch out all of these drawers. This is gonna become my little baking drawer with all of my baking essentials, measuring cups, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna move all the rest of my coffee things into a nearby little drawer over here that honestly does need some help right now. But I love the way that these two shelves turned out because of the mix of the new and the thrifted pieces. I feel like it has so much character, looks aesthetic, but still has some of the practical things that we always need on hand. On my windowsill, just stay tuned. We are eventually gonna go ahead and add some herbs into here. I want the herbs that I'm gonna be using the most. So I wanna say basil, rosemary, and mint. And whatever I want to keep on hand, we get so much sun right here, so it is the perfect spot. And I can easily water them just like that. Filming in this direction is gonna be my new favorite thing. And waking up to make my coffees. Ugh, just wait till my next morning coffee segment, you guys. I also made sure to film a little reel of this for Mackenzie Child, so if you guys want to go ahead and see it on Instagram, it's Haley's Corner with 2 R's. I kind of showed a little snippet of how I built my own little cafe area. And now that that's filmed, I can go ahead and change back my clothes and we'll get to filming decorating the patio. So why don't you guys say we actually go ahead and do some work on the patio for now, because you guys saw in the previous vlog we got so much done and we're really getting there. And I actually already got some new patio furniture that I picked up from at home the other day, and I wanted us to unbox it together. I decided to do a little 4-piece seating area. I thought it would be so great to do like one seating area and then one dining area, and we'll kind of see how we feel about that and we'll take it from there. Okay, but here's the thing when it comes to that patio set. As you guys can see, the cushions that it comes with is like all white, but a lot of you guys commented and I agree we need to add a touch of color. So instead, I had some fun and it picked up a bunch of like new outdoor patio pillows. For the love seat, I got these gorgeous cushions, which I mean, this pattern is just so beautiful. It's got like little birds on it, some nice flowers too. And even though they do come with like full cushions that match this, I thought it would be really fun to just pull on the greens and pair it with a smaller little lumber pillow like this. Instead of it being too overwhelming with pattern, the green of this cushion ties in with the green in this pattern. Something else that a lot of you said this backyard needs is plants. And even though I do have a ton of pots from Lowe's that I still want to fill up with some real plants, I haven't had a chance to go to the store just yet. But when I was at the at-home store, I was browsing and I came across this gorgeous tall olive tree. And here it is right here. It is gorgeous. It is tall. It's beautiful. It even comes with its own pot. I'm thinking to have it either go up in my office or like somewhere else indoors, but I thought that temporarily it would be such a good idea to have it in one of these huge planters that I got from at home as well. It was also buy one and get one 50% off, so I got 2. And these look like stone, but they're not. They're so lightweight. They're huge. And if you want to get the idea of what I was thinking, look at these olive trees planted in huge planters. Makes it look so rich and very European, which will be such a nice touch to the backyard too. So we've got some fun colorful pillows, some new planters, and I guess all that's really left right now is putting the set together and seeing what it looks like. So let's get on that. Okay, so this is what we've got done so far. I just strung up my string lights, which honestly make the biggest difference. The only thing is I'm definitely gonna have to get another set because I keep underestimating how long this fence is. So I'm definitely gonna need another pack of 100, which is like maybe $25. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here is what the patio set is looking like with the little colored cushions. I am so glad that I swapped out some of the white cushions for the colored cushions because I think it makes the biggest difference. Listen, I think the price of this patio set, I think it was about $450 for truly such high quality pieces. Like this is something that you could definitely leave outside and it's not supposed to get ruined. And I especially love that the table is a glass top. The good thing about this is that you know over time glass is not going to get damaged. Every time I've had wood or anything in the past, it's always faded or like gotten really ugly. And whenever we are not going to be using the cushions, I'm definitely going to be storing them away in our shed so that they can remain clean. And I definitely want to be adding in even more pops of color. I just feel like green is such a safe bet because it's something that like blends in but still adds a little something. But we definitely have a lot of like empty space around here. I think that it'll be so fun to fill it up with plants. You guys saw that I got some big planters at home, as well as a faux olive tree that can actually also be outdoors. And maybe I'll bring some of my indoor plants outside just so we can get the vibe. And let's see what kind of an addition plants make to the space. Guys, are you proud of me? You see these little plants right here? These are actually plants that I've had for the past year that I've actually kept alive. We've got our birds of paradise, which is a plant that honestly really thrives when it comes to Florida because it loves water and it loves sun. So as long as I remember to water it often. This one, she's a happy girl. And then this one, this snake plant, this was maybe half the size when I got it a little over a year ago. It is truly the easiest plant to keep alive. They thrive in like warm climates, and even if I forget to water this one, she makes do with what she has for quite a while. So just for the vibes, I'm keeping these outside for now, but these are my indoor lovely plants. But you guys gave me so many recommendations in the last video of what trees I should get, so I added a bunch of them to list, and in the future I'm definitely going to be taking you guys along with me as we shop for some outdoor plants. Together with the olive tree, this just gives me like Europe vibes, you know what I mean? The greens with the whites, it's all so pretty together. Okay, who wants to join me for some fruit and beverages out here? All I need is like some nice cold ice water and I'm set. Set to spend so many nice nights here in the backyard. I thrifted this little basket that I thought would be so cute to hold on to some grapes. But here we go, you guys, ending yet another video in one of my new favorite places in my home. Today's video, it was just so fun to take you guys along and doing all of the spring decor. I want you right now to comment down below which little section of the house is currently your favorite. Are there any like thrifted pieces or any decor that I showed you that you're obsessed with? Whatever I can possibly link down below, I will. If you guys are watching up to this point, then you know that you are the real MVP. I love the ones who stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, then comment down below, spring has sprung. Because truly, you guys, if this has not geared you up, gotten you excited for spring and the summer seasons, I don't know what will. Hopefully today's video gave you a ton of inspiration of what you can do, little touches you can add to your space to really get you in the seasonal mood. Because there's nothing that brightens my spirits more like florals and greenery and new fun thrifted decor. I'm also going to be sure to leave IXL link down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. You can actually use the link below to get 20% off your first month or your first year, depending what you decide to sign up for. Aaliyah, you love IXL?
Yeah.
How much?
So much.
So much. I feel like this is definitely going to be our new favorite space to hang out. But with all that being said, I love you all forever and always. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you.